Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the brand new area location of the filming of your favorite podcast, Out of Character.
You might have heard of it. It's these two amazing men, Hamzah, Martin. They do a podcast together. It's pretty cool.
And it all started on a silly day on April 19th.
When did it start? I don't know.
I'm
don't
not
know the
sure.
history of it.
You weren't here.
No.
You're a new
It
gen
started
to your
in
own
basement.
pod.
I'm a new gen. I
Do
am a
your
new
own-
gen.
do your
Did it
own
start in your
podcast.
basement?
It did start on my mama's, one wasn't mine. It was my parents' basement, and it was very humble beginnings. Back when I thought I was Anthony Bourdain. I don't know who I thought I was.
Lex Friedman.
Yeah, I really thought I had many alter ego. Some with hey, whoa.
So this new cat tree, is it holding up? I can't tell. It's kind of tilting.
You guys can't even see the top of it, but it goes up another like 4 feet. It's kind of, you can see how the way it sways.
For audio listeners, it's like the tallest cat tree ever.
But none of it's in the shot. So
So
you also tell the video listeners as well. Video listeners, it's also the
But my
tallest.
priority is audio. I'm really trying to make it there.
Really?
Because they got us to 10K on Spotify. You have to appreciate that.
They did, and we promised them merch restocking.
And now if they hit 15K, well, let's just say the Birkenstocks I'm wearing might come off.
Wow, is that a reward that they see what's underneath, or that they
It's
no
a
longer
punishment
see?
because I actually want them to get to 20K. So 15, if they can only get to 15K, it's a punishment.
because they like the Birkenstock so much, or because they hate your feet so much?
Oh.
You know, it's a double-edged sword. This morning I went to return. I was at the Kith store for just shoes. They actually have very good shoes, and it's very affordable and fun. Got shoes. I'm at the checkout, and they have these wife beaters. You know, just something essential at home.
Wife pleasers.
Wife pleasers.
Let's do that from now on.
So they have a pack of 3 wife pleasers.
Well, that sounds like a different thing. That doesn't sound like a shirt. That sounds like a freaking sex toy of some sort.
A pack
wife
of sex toys is crazy because it's all at once, one for each. Well, anyway, I want to buy it. I should have connected the dots. This is Kith. This is Jerry Seinfeld. Was their last campaign, head of their campaign?
They collabed with Seinfeld?
No, just Jerry. And wow, why are they? Is there food in there?
Guys, hey.
Is that hamster food? Oh, they're tempted by the temptations. Now, why would you do that?
Now
you got them started.
Now you guys have to be on the podcast.
Well, I go to the Kith, and I should have connected the dots. People who shop here are who actually swim. What's that beach with the gym? Venice Beach. They probably go there to actually swim. Is that even a... I feel like LA natives wouldn't do that. It's like the Hudson River.
They don't. You think people from Venice Beach don't swim at Venice Beach?
You don't swim at Venice Beach.
I swam at Venice Beach.
But you were a tourist.
Am I gonna get something? Some sort of?
It seems that in that manner.
Well, it's kind of like in Ottawa. There's a bay. It's called Mooney's Bay, and they say don't swim in it. But I swam in it. It's just because there was like high E. coli levels.
It's always E. coli.
Yeah. And how does the E. coli get there? Who's pooping? Is it just poop?
They have to dump the poop somewhere. But point is, those are the type of people who swim at Moonshine Bay or whatever. And
Moonies.
I buy it, and the armpit piece goes all the way down your belly button. It's so big, it's horrible. I went back to return it today, and they're like, no returns on these. And I was so pissed because they're like, because it's already opened. They gave it to me opened. So I was very angry, and I had a little bit of a freak out.
Wait, you actually were one of those people?
I actually had a public freak out. I said that.
Okay, look, you're allowed like 1 or 2 a year.
I said the F word.
Which one?
Because it pissed me off so much. I was like, well, what do you want me to do with it? It literally is so big. I bought my size. It's not like I was venturing out. Bought a large. This thing is so comedically big, and it's brand new. I didn't use it at all. It's in the pack, and the pack is unopened. I'm like, please, can I just return it? It's within the window and whatnot. She said, no, why don't you give it to a friend? And I was like, I have no fucking friend who has like this big of arms. That's as freak out as I got.
Whoa.
And I was like, she was like, sorry, I just can't take it. I'm like, so what do you... I was like, so I don't want it. And she's like, okay. And I said, take it. And I didn't realize this, but after I forced her to take it, she was like, I guess we'll donate it then. I'm like, I guess you will. And I turned around and the whole store was looking at me.
Dang it. But it's okay. Everyone is allowed.
Am I justified though in that one?
It's justified. But look, I don't think it's ever the right answer to be.
They're going to open that.
No, they won't. They're not smart enough.
Why are you tempting them? With the temptations.
It is called temptations. I don't know what to do with it.
Just feed them and then get someone to take it away.
Okay, you want to feed them? Have you ever fed them before?
I don't want to feed them. What's going on? Why are we doing this?
I don't know. Here, I'm putting it back.
They're going to go down there.
Hold my mic.
Run. Am I justified?
Bro, honestly, I'm going to have to say no.
Why?
Because, dude, you have to understand that there's policies in place. Sometimes customer service people aren't the best, and it just happens, just how life is, okay? But, dude, it's okay. You're allowed 1 or 2 freakouts like that a year. It's fine. It's fine. You've exhausted one of them. You got one left in the tank. Don't worry.
And they didn't have fitting rooms there, so I couldn't have even just tried it on and then left.
You know what you're going to do? What store was this?
Kith.
Kith? Boycott Kith. So that's the tough one there. Boycott Kith.
Boycott Kith.
We just won't go to Kith anymore.
That's not hard.
That's not a hard
I'm
one.
addicted to Kith.
What do they have? Seriously, their own clothes and then like
their own stuff is horribly hideous.
Yeah, you don't need
but
it.
They just have like this the shoes from all types of brands, and it's fun. But then it just made me angry, and then I went across this. Yeah.
It's okay. Breathe for a second. We should tell them why we're late. Why is this episode on a Monday? Who watches podcasts on a Monday? Come on.
Oh, we had to build the cat tree. Yes, you were out of town.
I was gone.
No, I didn't know what to do with myself for 3 days.
I know. I had you pet sitting. How was that?
It was terrible. I talked about it on the Patreon.
Yeah, I heard you were saying good things. Wait, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Why?
Because Kith and Carl have all their quirks and features that you didn't tell me. Are there more snacks in there, man?
Okay, there's a lot of snacks. Should I just put the whole thing
why?
there?
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Let's talk about it. I was in Ottawa. You were alone at my house. What happened?
You did clean it up, and
I left a towel on your bed shaped like one of those origami swans.
You did?
Yeah, you don't remember? You didn't see it?
I didn't even notice the towel until in the middle of the night. I'm sorry. But I was there to watch Carl and Fish, and they fully alphaed me out of that place. I didn't sleep till 4 a.m. because they have the ritual to sleep. Fish has to be under the blanket between your legs.
Yeah.
Carl has to sit on top of him but above the cover. Fish doesn't like that, so he's just screaming from my crotch is like this screaming like clam at me. Or not clam.
Oyster or something. Yeah. Okay. So
like SpongeBob, like one of them clams.
Okay. So no, it's because the reason I picked you as the house sitter with these cats is because you had a cat, so I was like, okay, well he knows how to.
That's what I thought. I really thought.
And so now you have maybe a newfound respect.
Fear.
Respect. Fear and respect sometimes go hand in hand.
They governed me by fear. I stayed there one night and I was like, they got the place to themselves. Because, it is I could feel in their energy, in the rebellion, that it was just sort of like, you are not Martin. I felt that. I didn't feel like, it was like, you're not fooling us. And I was like, all right, you're pissing me off.
That's good to know. I want to know that.
And for you it's flattering, huh?
It's flattering. When I got home, Carl is not the one usually to meow and be really cuddly. It's usually Fish that's cuddling, but Carl was really he missed me, and it's always a good feeling when a cat misses you because usually they kind of hate on you or they're kind of like I'm the leader of this house and it's kind of that vibe. But this one, he fully submissed himself to me. Went submissive to me.
As he should. They're too rebellion. Wow.
Okay. Where did you guys get a banana peel from? Ain't nobody in this office eating bananas.
Who is eating bananas? You got a banana in a straw. We got to clean this place up. That's why it's so crazy.
Well, that's what happens when you have men that get an office. It usually turns into kind of a dumpster fire. But
that's why your place is so tidy because these two keep it tidy. Yeah. You can't leave.
And Mandy too.
Yeah,
she keeps it tidy.
Yeah, she keeps it tidy because if there's a straw out there.
Oh, yeah.
He'll choke on it like a turtle.
Yeah, look. What are you looking at me for? Come here. Well, look, I was in Ottawa while you were kind of facing Dante's Inferno, 7 layers of hell or whatever you called it. But, Ottawa was fun. I was visiting my parents.
5 nights at Fish is what I called it.
That's what you called it? That's a good one, bro. I was having 5 nights I was only there for like 3 nights. But it was a fun time. I was at my parents' and I was visiting a few friends. And, dude, guess what, bro?
What?
I smoked.
Smoked what?
Shisha.
Oh my God.
I went to a freaking shisha bar.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what's that?
So essentially, well, you don't know about it?
I know about. I'm just testing to make sure you had the good
so
stuff.
what did I learn? Okay, so basically, our shisha bar, it's an awesome, cool place with, well, this one had barely any windows, so it was a little bit foggy in there, and it's just a bunch of men sitting around vaping together.
Were they Arab men?
Yeah, mostly. Well,
Wow.
yeah. Specifically, mostly Lebanese. I think that was the vibe, because it was shawarma was nearby.
Shawarma and shisha, like that's
it
a
goes
combo.
hand in hand.
Yeah,
too, yeah. So there's like
And ashy knees, bro.
yeah,
My freaking ashy knees.
and you know, it was cool. But I think it went to my head. I don't know what it did. It was like it's a lot. It's a lot at once.
Not a lot of nicotine.
Yeah, at once it kind of hits you, and then I had to like lay my head on the table for a little bit in front of everyone, and everyone was kinda laughing.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. I was like obviously the outsider of the whole thing, and yeah.
Yeah, don't give this guy Zin. That's probably what they said.
I don't even think they care. Zin is nothing to them.
To the shisha guys?
Dude, those guys are like veterans. They're like pool sharks when it comes to shisha. They're sitting there 8 hours a day.
Wow.
Just going crazy, and it's amazing. I mean, it's where dudes can just hang out. It was mostly dudes. There was women there, but yeah, it was mostly.
Well, that's
dudes.
the thing. It comes from Middle Eastern culture. The best thing that they're at over there is just guys hanging out with just quiet women, no alcohol. So you got to find something.
Just bros vaping. And how did it come to be? Like, why did it start? Where did shisha come from?
I don't know everything.
Oh, you don't know everything? Well, I don't know what the fascination of it, like, where did it come from?
Well, it's just out of need.
Really?
Yeah, it's out of need.
But cigarettes is like a no-no?
Cigarettes are not cost effective. That thing's a goop. Did you load it yourself, or you saw them load it?
No, they did it for us.
It's
It's
like
just a guy walking around with a bucket of just like hot coals.
Yeah, the coals go on this goop of like nicotine paste. Like
Yeah.
it's like a dab of nicotine.
So I have.
It's never that serious.
Am I going to be addicted after this though? Because that's what I'm kind of worried about now that because that's like the final boss of nicotine, right?
Shisha invented why is what I'm searching. Well, it's just sort of like, youngins don't know, but as you get older, just nicotine somehow finds its way. And it reminds me whenever.
I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go.
Wow,
I was kind of forced.
pressured into shisha.
Yeah. Well, there was just one Lebanese guy in the group, and he was like, yo, I know a place. And then he brought us to this. And it's always in this like underground kind of secluded location. I told you there were 0 windows. You have to like go behind where these like trucks dock their trucks. And you have to like go in this garage and then climb up the stairs and then go down the left and go down the right.
Because it's on prohibition right now.
That's what it felt like.
It felt like it's prohibited.
It's illegal.
It's not cool. That's the problem. People don't want to be seen there.
Okay.
Dude, I've finished my Invisalign, right? And I'm waiting for my retainer, like my nightly one, to arrive. It's been a week of just me raw dogging. And I swear it's already real. Like 5 years of work is gone.
You think it's going back to normal?
It's going back.
But you're wearing like a
I
retainer?
have nothing. I'm waiting for the retainer to come.
Oh no, dude, you're supposed to already have the retainer. Because now you're the most susceptible right now.
I know, but how long?
Oh, dude, it's over.
What?
Back to level 1, bro. It's the equivalent of climbing like up a huge tower in Mario and falling all the way down.
Like that game we played.
Yeah. That's
a difficult game about climbing.
Yeah, it's essentially that. You got to like level 9 and just like fell all the way down into the water. Dude.
The hookah or water pipe was invented by Abul Faith Gilani.
Okay.
A Persian physician of Akbar.
So it's Persian then. But if I say this, is it going to cause a rift?
Hang on, it gets crazier. A Persian physician of Akbar in the Indian city of Fatehpur Sikri during Mughal India.
So India's involved too.
The hookah spread from the Indian subcontinent to Persia to Detroit.
What? So
I made up the
Persian
Detroit
in India. Oh.
I
was like, I believe it. I don't know why.
Well, yeah, they probably do have a lot.
Well, so a Persian in India invented it. So
yeah.
It's like they're kind of fighting over it, who invented it. So where did the Lebanese come from?
Well, they came from
They're trying to claim it. Maybe there's different variants, like Lebanese shisha. Maybe there's like strains.
Oh yeah, I mean
Probably.
everything develops.
People want to put their hands in it. Like everyone wants to have there's probably Canadian shisha. No one really cares about that.
Is this still funny to do the Lebanese like a lesbian joke?
Oh, well, okay, here, set it up.
Like I almost, because you said where did Lebanese come from, and I almost said like God made everybody in their own way.
See, that wouldn't have been as funny. You have to say something like, oh, hey, bro, I'm Lebanese, by the way. And then you say, I thought you were lesbian. Oh, wait, no, that one.
Yeah. I thought you were straight, bro.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's try it again for just so it's.
I thought you were Lebanese, bro.
Well, let me say it mine.
Oh, wait.
Hey, bro, I'm Lebanese.
Wait, bro. You're Canadian. You're a straight guy.
Okay, yeah. So we'll work on it because that could be funny. Put that in as a potential thing for like a stand-up set or something because that's a good one.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
what? Did stand up?
No, we got the freaking open for Veronica. We don't know Jack.
Oh.
If any of you guys are going to the show Veronica's doing, I think on the 13th of June here at Annabelle Theater, which some of you did buy tickets for. We're opening for it. It'd be like 8 minutes. But I don't know. I was thinking of we doing
well, don't say it.
I was thinking of we doing
Don't even bother saying it.
It's kind of, oh no?
But let's just say don't get your hopes up maybe. But that sounds like bad. It's going to be good, but let's just say we didn't write anything.
All I'm going to say is that we continuously ask Veronica for like what's the vibe?
What should we do?
And she's like literally anything. I'm like, I know.
We just want to be prepared.
But like you do this, so
we don't do shows
help
and stuff,
us.
so we don't really know. So, hey, let's just say, you'll see two idiots on stage trying to figure out what to do.
Let's just say, no, it'll be good. It'll be good. It'll just be more physical than they expect.
Physical?
Let's get
Whoa,
physical.
I like that. So you want to maybe do something where we can like teach them how to work out and stuff? Do that.
Maybe not. Well, like you said, we don't want to give them all the sauce.
I've started working out.
Really? I'm
on a new schedule. Should I tell them why?
If you want, but they will be disappointed.
It's not a good thing to say?
I mean, yeah.
Well, I quit my job to become an influencer. What's so bad about that?
You're unemployed is what you mean. That's a fancy word to say you're unemployed now.
Look.
You left your comfortable job to do whatever.
To sit on a podcast and share valuable information. So I'm doing a service to the world. Look.
Actually internalize and give an honest recap of the mindset you're at and what took you to get to where you are now. Because many people would want to quit their jobs too.
Well, I wanted to quit a long time ago, even before any of this started happening. I just wanted to quit, and I was like, I would be fine just working for a completely different company or even something out of left field, you know. But then this started kind of happening. I was like, okay, I'll just keep this job on the side so that there's no friction. It was actually pretty good. I had a good work-life balance. I don't know if you guys don't know. I used to work for the government of Canada,
and it was from home.
It was all remote, so it was like super easy. You know, I was doing programming. If anyone's curious, it was just straight out of university using my degree, like most people do. And then so 3 days ago was my last day, and I'm really excited, and it was really fun. It was a lot of fun.
And you didn't get all the send off was online, right?
It was all, I kind of just said bye to all these coworkers virtually. I never really met, many of them I haven't met.
You're just hunched over on the laptop, like, bye.
It was so disconnected. It's like so different from what work used to be. Like people used to show up in offices and like give each other little gifts and chocolates and stuff. And whenever we lost all that after the pandemic, and everyone was online. I'm an online COVID government worker. I was never really in the office.
Do you think that was good for you or bad for you? That's actually a very big conversation.
You know what? If you ask me 1 year into the pandemic, I'm like, this is amazing. I love working from home. This is so easy. This is the best thing in the world. But then it kind of sets in. You're like, wait, I'm not going outside. I'm never going outside. I'm just inside all day, working from like 7 a.m. to like 4, just kind of waiting for the weekend to start.
And you didn't even do anything on the weekends.
And then I wouldn't even do anything on the weekends. I would just be like, I was so tired from just staring at a screen that I would just stare at a screen on my phone. Screens. It's all about screens. This isn't a joke anymore, guys. Everyone should collectively throw out any screens.
Yeah.
Start throwing out your computers. Start throwing out your phones. What else? Tablets.
Well, I got that new one. I got the iPhone 4S. I bought an iPhone 4S because I wanted to minimize and dial back.
Well, what can you even get on that? Cut the rope?
You can get cut the rope, and actually a good version of it that they don't do anymore. as well as just other classics like Jetpack Joyride and things like that.
That's a good one.
But, you know, you can use TikTok. You can use Instagram. But it's not as fun.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
But it's not as fun. You know, you get sick of it. It's not HD.
Don't join TikTok. Don't join TikTok if you have the chance to redo it over again. I'm just talking to also because there's probably people who aren't on TikTok.
No.
There's a lot of people who probably watch us and listen to us that maybe just use Reels.
Yeah, maybe.
Honestly.
What's your point here? What are you trying to get at?
Like, I'm just warning, like, if anyone's listening and they're considering maybe downloading TikTok, don't do it. Just so you can kind of save yourself the hassle of.
You know what's the craziest part for me with TikTok and their recruitment program is their ads are so cryptic and I don't understand. It's like it'll just be a video of some like dude with like playing with slime and it just text will fade in and be like, make your day, TikTok.
Yeah,
you ever
what
see
does
those?
make your day even mean?
I don't even know.
Make your day?
It'll vary, variations. It's obviously
It should be
English as a second language kind of thing.
It should be called unmake your day because you're not actually making anything happen during the day because you're scrolling on TikTok.
And that's the same vibe whenever they hit you with the notification. It's like, take a break from everything with TikTok. I'm taking a break from you right now, ho.
Yeah, and you used to tell us to take a break when we scrolled for too long, so make up your mind.
I think they still do, but I blocked that account, and you probably did too.
You can block the TikTok like ad account?
It wasn't an ad. It was just some dude be like, stop. You've been scrolling for too long.
It wasn't just some dude. It was like Carrington or something. Like they would just get a random.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Well, that's how you know you made it is when you're in those ads. Or it was like Noah Miller or something would be like, hey, everybody, stop scrolling on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah, he's gotten one, I'm pretty sure.
Are you joking with me?
Fanita was that they were going to get Fanita.
Whoa.
They were going to get Fanita.
Fanita.
She lost it.
She's just a little mixed up right now.
Yeah.
I think they should
she
circle
she
back.
Has to take a break from TikTok. They said, if you want to tell others to take a break.
I would believe it from her. If she popped up and she was like, take a break from TikTok.
You need to take a break from TikTok because look what happened to me.
And
I would go, oh, you're right. And
that's what it should be. It should just be worst case scenario. It's like smoking kills. It
should just be like.
It could be us.
It should be like M Hulu, like telling you, like, look, like.
Emma Lou, bro. Emma Lou, don't.
Hulu, whatever that.
Just people who've been like just destroyed on the internet
because of TikTok.
People who are actively being canceled, just being like, go now, and that would honestly help because people ask like, how do you even survive through like getting an M Hulu situation?
How you survive is delete TikTok off your phone.
Yeah,
you won't know that anyone's hating on you if you don't have it.
And it's a very good firsthand account. It's almost like whenever that girl came into your DARE program and it was like, don't smoke. Did you have her?
Yeah. Those always scared me. Those always scared me, or even just seeing it on TV or something.
No, my PE teacher had one of those, and one time, like when she wasn't looking, I I put my finger in it.
What?
I was like in kindergarten, but
because you didn't know what it was.
I didn't know.
What a terrifying thing for kindergartners to.
You know what's the scariest part?
Why were they a PE teacher?
I'll tell you the scariest part of it. On everything I know and love, it held my finger for a sec.
Like a Chinese finger trap kind of thing?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like it had its own.
You get your finger stuck in it? They're like, let go.
Nah, man, that's not it. That's not.
Look, you went there with the finger thing, all right?
I can't tell where the line was crossed.
It was a line. The line was gone as soon as you mentioned Fanita.
Zach Justice, was that funny? If that was funny for you, bro, then I guess it was dark humor, bro.
Look, you can't. Come on, seriously. Like, it is dark humor at the end of the day. Like, if you don't understand it, just click off.
No, man. I think we should shut up. I think so.
Okay, we can shut up for a second. We can take like a second just to kind of.
We're gonna take a second just to breathe.
I would breed with you. Breed with you.
Another break. Another break. Let
me try again. I would have breathed with you, but I do breathing in a different way now because I'm in therapy and there's different ways I do it now.
And you are. I don't think you ever. Did you say you were in therapy?
I did. I said I was gonna try it out. I was gonna book my first appointment and stuff. And
how many have you had?
I have a total of 3, and I have my 4th one in a couple of days.
Holy cow!
Yeah. So I'm racing through it. I'm like speed running therapy.
What was that?
There's a tree about to fall.
Yes, and what did your therapist say?
She's been teaching me some breathing techniques for when I get anxious or when I'm feeling uncomfortable.
So that was the overarching kind of problem you're trying to solve.
Her philosophy, because I guess therapists are different. That's what I'm hearing from, because I was reading some comments and they were telling me like, look, therapy, you got to try a bunch of people and whatever.
Yes.
And I'm kind of scared because this is the first one I've been to, and I'm kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of a hard process finding some, so I'm just sticking on the same one.
Dude, it's like dating all over again.
It is.
You're having that grass is greener kind of thing. Also, just real quick, when we look to the side, we got this TV now that has our reflection. Yeah. Everybody thinks there's someone just with a gun to our heads.
Well, it's because we used to record the podcast and we couldn't see each other.
We had no clue, so some would come out blurry at the end, or
yeah. So this is just a way to look, but we're really trying to make an active effort to just stare at the camera.
Make eye contact. You're saying?
Essentially, yeah. So I've had 3 appointments with her. You know, every therapist is different. Whatever. Her philosophy is telling me to breathe and kind of just try different techniques. There's 2 that I've learned so far, and it's just in situations where I get anxious. That's all, because the whole thing is to rewire your brain. That's what she's saying, is to rewire it, because you can't just run away from anxiety. You can't, you can hop on medication and stuff, but even with medication, you should still try to do these active things, because that's the way you change it. You can't run away from stuff.
Someone really, I heard from somebody that like, a lot of this anxiety, medication and whatnot, and depression stuff is like, if things are out of your control in the time being, put it on, and then you learn those like process, the stuff like that, then you can wean off of it with your new skills. It's kind of like a buoy of sorts, but once you're out the water.
I do want to be 100% transparent with my therapy journey.
Okay.
Just because maybe someone else has been in this scenario, but essentially, in one of the first appointments with my therapist, I had a great chat with her. I was opening up very quick. I have no trouble. It's very comfortable. But just at the end, she kind of hits me with, oh, and by the way, I do clinical hypnosis. So she said that she could go like this, and that instantly my body would be all released. Yeah, it's like when you're in the Apple Vision Pro, it's like how you click.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So she said when you do that, or when she does that, I don't know, she would be in control of me. I don't know. But basically, she would do that, and my anxiety would just be released. Now, to you, does that sound like something that...
Sounds like a good deal.
It sounds amazing, right? But
does
it almost sound too good to be true, is what I'm kind of getting at.
Look, if she has to be around, if she's doing the pinching, probably not ideal.
Well, what if I'm walking around in 20 years from now, everyone's wearing an Apple Vision Pro headset, and everyone's doing that, and instantly I'm...
You're the most relaxed guy ever.
Yeah.
Or she teaches me, how to do it to you as well, and I'll like, that would be cool if like you're in a conversation, and I don't know if you have seen that Always Sunny clip where he's like ordering a tea, and they keep pissing him off, and he has his heart rate monitor, and like it just starts beeping, and he's like, so now you're pissing me off. You would be in a conversation and you're getting more anxious, and then you just pull out one of these, and it'd just be like, so you're making me anxious. It would kind of like be breaking the fourth wall.
Look, I'm new to it, so I don't know if that's like some no that a therapist shouldn't do. It's like, hey, are you interested in this extra service that I can do you? Is I can put you in like, and what is clinical hypnosis? I need to do more research. She didn't really explain it. She just kind of said that, and I was like, this just sounds like some weird elevator pitch to just convince someone to do it. But imagine if it's like, does she chant like little like cryptic things at me, and then it kind of like changes my brain? I don't know what it is. I don't know how far down the spiritual spectrum it is. Like, is it, because you know how controversial mediums are. When you hold their hands and they can contact your grandma and stuff. Yeah,
that stuff is anti-spiritual. It's satanic.
Oh, okay,
it's almost like it's safe for everybody. You don't have to believe in. It's like, I've heard of one that they do if like your dad like abused you or something. They pretend to be your dad, and like they're like, okay, let's have a conversation.
It's like role play kind of thing.
Yes. Okay, that's role play. It's not hypnosis. Yeah.
Well, you just put clinical in front of it. Clinical role play. To just kind of, put yourself in that scenario.
Doctor, nurse kind of vibe.
So I rejected it. I rejected it just because I was like, hey, like, I like chatting. I like chatting more.
Mm.
That's just what feels better, is just chatting. But I just feel a little bit of resentment. I just slightly just like,
Because she tried to sell you on hypnosis.
and it might not be like selling. I don't know if it's an extra thing, but it sounded like one of those like bonus things, like add-ons.
Like it would be charged.
I think so.
Well, you're at therapy already, so
Yeah.
talk to her in a therapy voice. Be like, hey, these
I'm
past
not
few
sure.
ones, I've had a little bit of a resentment to you because you tried to upsell me on some bullshit hypnosis. So where do we go from here? And then she'd be like, okay, don't call it BS. And she breaks.
Yeah, I gotta be. Well, you know, for my first appointment, and this is how new I am. I didn't know like most therapy is done online.
That's new. That's a COVID.
Yeah, because dude, I went to
artifact.
I went to her office.
Yeah,
I
good.
showed up, and then it was.
Oh, you've been doing online?
I've been doing online. I showed up to her office, and I said, I like buzzed the buzzer, and she's like, "Hey, who are you?" And I was like, "Well, I'm here for my therapy appointment." She's like, "Martin, it's online. Why are you at my house?"
Wow. And she's in there in her pajamas
I was like
and her
buzzing,
rose
and
toy.
she wasn't answering for a long time, and I was like, there was like a thing where you record your message, and I was like, "Hi, I'm here for therapy. I'm here for therapy," like over and over again. And there was people like entering the building, just walking, hearing me say this.
You're in the lobby like,
I'm here for therapy. I need therapy.
it's Martin. Remember me from the emails?
And that just made me more like, oh God, what am I doing? Like this feels so.
That's
weird.
the biggest problem with therapy is like if there's any sort of friction in like the
It
process,
scares you.
it's like shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done this.
I instantly, I was so embarrassed. Head down. I was like, God. And then I'm just like, what? I open my laptop and I'm just sitting on my laptop. Might as well just sign up for BetterHelp, which is why our next.
No, it's funny. We're slowly entering this space, possibly down the line of having like someone we actually like doing an ad read for them, and one of our specific asks is no BetterHelp.
That's one of them, and then there was other ones like
no alcohol,
sex toys, and
no sex
random
toys,
stuff
no
like that.
alcohol.
Like, it's crazy because those are the ones that are reaching out the most.
We had 2 people reach out. Probably say there's no problem.
Yeah, why not? It's an ad
It's
read,
very funny because if you put these 2 together, it draws a picture for this person that they think we are. 5'10" and below, 5'10" men.
Oh yeah, clothing for
Short men.
Short men, which 5'10", like what?
Yeah.
It's not that short.
No, it's not. I'm on 5'10" and a half. People know that. You're 5'11".
Why is
I'm
there
fine though. I said I'd do it, but then they're like, "Oh, you're not short." So apparently we're giving short energy, and we also give White Claw energy because they also reached out. So.
And do you really need us telling you to drink White Claws? I mean, I don't know.
There's no laws without claws.
Yeah. So
We
that
said
could have
no.
been something we could have said. So that would have been our ad, and I don't
That's
know.
they have that.
No claw. What is it?
There's no laws with the claw.
Well, there are. You shouldn't be under 19
Age.
in Canada, under 21 in the U.S.
We would have to do that at the end of the ad read, like White Claw, new flavor out now, tropical punch. If you are under 21, we'd have to do that last.
The really fast
Yeah.
speaking, like the medication thing. I used to. Okay, so do you remember when you used to be able to like record your TV, like or whatever?
Wow, you're old, man. Wow.
Well, I didn't do that. My parents just had it. But
okay.
there was this one because they used to record shows for me to watch, but they would for some reason the commercials like would be included.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever. So it was just like fast sped up, and because I would like
speed it up.
and I would speed up that part when they would read, but I could also slow it down. So it's like I would just want to hear what they were saying, and they're saying some dark stuff that you just don't register.
Oh, you could also slow it down.
Yeah, like don't drink this. Whatever you do, don't drink Celsius. You will seriously fall ill. Whatever.
Wow.
Yeah. But they say it so fast, it sounds like, and they say it in a positive voice. The voice is always like, "Do not drink Celsius if you don't drink."
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
And
then if you play it backwards, there's some satanic stuff that you can hear.
There's a. Never thought about that, but it's like it's almost like a. Gay boy say what? And then it's like boom. I said gay boy say what? See, you actually fell for it.
Wow, it's because I haven't heard that one in a very long time.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't expect you to do that.
Gay boy say what? What? They always got me with that one. And
Until they straight face you and say, yeah, and?
Or they or you?
A gay boy.
Oh, no, I wasn't doing it to people. That's immature. I was the gay boy here. But I also got the clown, the clown, if you ever seen that.
You know what's so funny is that you're actually saying these now because you were the victim of all of them.
Yeah.
You're just saying it now and you're like trying to enjoy them.
Reclaim it. I'm like, I remember when we were all doing this? Like, damn, that was sort of,
even though you were
we were so mean back then. I don't know what that was about. Why were we so mean? Oh, man. Anyway.
No, but sometimes you'll hit me out of the blue. You'll be like, no, yeah, this one kid and you used to shove pencils up my ass. Like you'll just say
I said that word for word.
Yeah.
Did we not have someone? I had a guy.
I'm sorry you went through that. That is crazy.
I would just have a guy who follow me around and just poke up my ass with the pencil.
So what I love about like the animals on the set is that the set is ever changing. They can kind of knock stuff down, close the calendar, kind of.
Oh, he did.
He did. He said this isn't good. He said don't buy this.
Wow. Well, if you're seeing this before, no, you're not seeing it. It's probably gone. 5 p.m. EST is when the store closes forever, so you can't buy it anymore.
So that's what Carl was kind of telling everyone.
Oh, I see.
Wait, check the time.
3:30.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I had many of my. I had someone named Nguviashe from Nigeria who would put my whole torso in the trash, but like swirly style, like whoa.
Wow.
But like I would be just like laughing about it.
Yeah, but see, and you didn't really see how like bad that was because you were just like you were having fun with whatever.
Yeah.
The pencils, like you were like, okay, it probably makes me smarter.
Yeah. Is that your phone?
Oh, is it? Sorry
about that. Yeah, the set is ever changing, and yeah, we were just mixing things up. So we are getting a little stimulated here, mainly by these guys. Is it okay for them to do that?
Like, yeah, is this putting any pressure on the hamster?
I'm asking you. You just deflect that audience.
Well, I don't know either. Mandy usually knows stuff about hamsters. I don't know. She used to keep it in a separate room, but I think it's okay. I don't think the hamster even can look up that high.
Like the pigs.
And also, it's sleeping. It sleeps during the day.
Nocturnal.
Yeah.
So, and many people doubted our ability to keep him alive, Miso, but it's, dude, look, he's alive. He's alive. He's alive.
Are you alive? You're alive.
He's thriving. So, we're capable of this. But if he did die, we probably wouldn't tell you. Just keep on replacing it. Didn't like teachers do that when you were younger?
Well, I heard that they did this in Recess. Someone was telling us that they did this in an episode of Recess.
Oh, yes, with the fish.
They brought up that
neither of us saw the show. It sounds like a made-up show. Do you know this?
But that's our thing with hamsters. It's like we'll always have a Miso, whether it's going to be the same one or not.
Recess? Who the hell is this? 1997. We were talking to a dinosaur, bro.
You never watched this?
Oh, this guy. He seems familiar.
Randall. It looks like you.
Don't start with me, bro.
Randall was the teacher's pet, kind of snitch.
I was not the teacher's pet. I was just a good kid, though. I didn't cause trouble.
I believe it, bro. I believe it. I know you were a good kid.
I was. And
that's
I
why
am.
You're getting shoved in garbage cans.
I am, exactly. And I would just be like, it's not worth the power what I'm about to do to this. What I'm about to do to Bob, I'm not about to do to Bob. Mihoy, mihoy. You never saw that? I always reference it. You don't know it.
Bro.
They're all laughing because they know that video.
No, they're all laughing because you never watched Recess.
No, but you don't know the Doodle Bob one?
This is what happened. This is like conversing with a freaking skibbity toilet little boy. Like, he only knows the latest and greatest. Like,
no, Doodle Bob is a classic. What I'm about to do to Bob?
Well, I mean, I know Doodle Bob.
Oh, you haven't seen it. Oh, can I show you? You're going to really think it's funny, and it's actually going to be worth it.
Okay, fine.
You're going to laugh.
Put me on.
What? That's not what it is. I'm not putting you on.
Well, what?
I don't want to go through this again.
Well, you're showing me a meme.
You give me that blank stare.
Put me on.
Christian rapper, I'm about to take it there. Because when I'm about to doodle bob, me hoin yoin, me yoin, and erase the square.
Oh my God, I have seen that, and I try to wipe it out of my mind because it was awful.
Wasn't it good?
I used to watch rap battles on YouTube because I always wanted to be prepared just in case I ever was pushed into one. And actually, there was a video floating around of me in a rap battle. That was in like my. You saw that?
Yeah, but don't act like that.
Well, I don't know how far it made it, but I just remember coming across it and I was like, okay, well, look, at least like my skills were shown. Kind of.
Honestly, you were holding court as a young man.
I was known. I used to actually, there was a SoundCloud rapper in my school, and he was kind of known as, he's the only rapper in the school. Like, no one really knows how to rap, so he's the only one that's successful. Well, he wasn't successful, but essentially, there was a class.
Is that who you were rapping against?
So essentially, I had a class with him,
Oh.
and I caught wind of this information. I said, you know what, I know how to rap. I watched so many rap battles. I know how to do this. And I hit him. So he hit me with lyrical, like he listened to Eminem. Like he was going crazy, hitting me with every sort of rhyme. And you know what I hit him with?
What?
Super hot fire type of stuff. I was like, red chair, blue hair, don't get me. I was like, red chair, blue chair, don't get me started on your hair or something. And everyone went crazy.
Red
Because
chair,
it was
blue
just 3
chair.
lines, and I just destroyed him after he went like trying to like go crazy.
That's how you win every time, because it just brings a nonchalantness.
Yeah, it's like I don't even care. You're nothing. Your hair
Yeah.
is ugly, and I'm just gonna bring it up in an easy way.
And you're trying really hard
Yeah.
right now. And what I'm about to doodle bob.
Like I could have said that, and I definitely could have like fell back, and they would have caught me and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
It just wasn't part of the video.
No, I ran that.
It wasn't part of the video. Was it after the video or before it?
Oh, this was a separate class. That was French class. What you saw, I did this in English class.
Man, so
Yeah,
did you get
every
any
class.
education?
History class, I was like
History themed rap battle?
history, like whatever, Egyptians building pyramids. Like then I would go to like I don't know World War II, and then
Man, I'm so glad.
geography. Well, that's what Sabrina Carpenter kind of excels at, is her geography. Like
You said, but usually, now, correct me if I'm wrong, usually the kids who are like that, very outgoing, hold court, whatnot, sometimes the meanies. So were you a bully in school? Would you have put
I
me
wasn't
in
a
the trash
bully,
can?
but I loved trolling. I loved just messing with people, because I never fell into the whole drama of the high school. Like I always thought it was really funny when people would get into these fights or whatever, and I would be the one to jump in and just make fun of the entire thing.
So you're just so cool.
No, I wasn't cool. Like people did definitely like find me annoying for that reason.
Oh, I see.
Because they were taking this seriously. They're like, this is a big thing in our lives, like high school, this drama that's happening. And then I would kind of insert myself and be like, blah, 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 and then run away.
You were like the Rick of the friend group.
Yeah.
Like
I was literally the comedic relief.
the
No
Rick,
one would laugh.
the Rick and Morty of the friend.
No one would laugh though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think I've learned more about you than I want. Someone once commented something, if you and I did, and Mandy did the who knows them better thing,
Oh.
I would probably win.
You would, yeah, because there's things that I gotta kind of keep away from Mandy so that she doesn't think I'm uncool and then leave me for someone better.
Like, probably your order.
Like I would never tell Mandy this, what I just told you, that I was rap battling in high school. Mandy would leave me instantly. I can't tell her that. I have to make her think I'm cool.
Every day you have to
Every day.
prove yourself again.
No, every day. Every day I'm like, good morning, babe. How'd you sleep? Like I have to do stuff like that.
Putting on a face a little bit.
A little bit. Just, well, come on. Doesn't every girlfriend want a little boyfriend like that?
Who
Who kind of like talks a little bit like this and yeah.
I wouldn't.
This is what I do with Mandy. Yeah, look, man, you wouldn't understand.
I wouldn't, but I just want you to know that I wouldn't make you do that. Or I'm about to breed you. What'd you say?
I would breed with you.
You love to take deep breaths, clear your mind. So I'm about to breed. I'm going to breed you. Guys, if you don't know, there's also you could send in your dilemmas, your problems, your situations, your confessions. If you DM the Out of Character Pod Instagram account, that's true, and you could and we'll read it right now, and that's what we're about to do.
We really will.
We really will, and we're about to do it. Do to Bob, and yeah, and also rate us 5 stars on Spotify. It's a very scattered episode, and excuse us for that. I can't tell. You can never tell if it's scattered until it's out.
Well, tell them why.
Well, because there's 2 people in here who just left, and they were walking around, and also Carl and Fish are banging.
Yeah, so it's all new. It's all new. Everything. Just give us some time to get
Please
settled
be
in.
patient. We're learning. Rudy, is there an issue here?
Even Rudy's stressed out, and you know how he used to be just licking and
Yeah,
licking. And now he doesn't lick anymore.
He doesn't lick, which is actually throwing me off.
Okay, Onika Burgers says, don't know if this should be considered a confession or dilemma, but however, I digress. I love that. Digress. For background info, I have a fear of feet, or to be more specific, people seeing my feet. I usually don't care if someone has their feet out, but I will definitely be looking at them way too much. So maybe you have a foot fetish. Now to the point, I, 18-year-old female, am going on a graduation trip in 2 weeks with my 18-year-old male best friend to Disneyland for a week. We will be sharing a hotel room, and I'm so scared. I have to sleep with my socks off, as most do, but I really don't want him seeing my feet. We have been friends for almost 7 years now, and he has never seen my feet. However, I've seen his. Additionally, he has also never heard me fart, which I'm also scared of. P.S. I'm a Hamzah bias. Yeah, this all makes sense now.
Whoa.
No offense, Martin. It's just you look way too good. Oh, much like my cousin, and it scares me a little bit. Okay, so a lot to unpack here. You are friends with this person for 7 years, and you can't show them your feet?
Honestly.
Hamzah, how long have we been friends for?
Very long. Oh my, that actually might have to get blurred, bro, for your own sake.
Really?
Your fungus.
Well, they've seen you in the Coruscant vlog.
Humongous what?
I don't care.
My fungus what?
I'm not ashamed of who I am.
I'll
What fungus grows on me.
I'll blur it out for your sake. I'm gonna try to take a
And
mental.
dude, that's how I know you're a good friend.
Yeah, because I'll blur. And for this girl too, she probably just screamed like you just did the worst thing for her.
Oh crap! I'm so sorry. But the thing is, she like looks at them willingly though.
Look, I know she's a Hamzah bias, but I'm about to doodle bob. Like I'm about to tear her up for a sec. You gotta grow up. I despise a person who's all feet. Like, please.
She didn't watch enough like iCarly and stuff like that growing up.
All right.
She would have been used to it.
Yes, that's true. Could have watched that, or could have just lived life like a regular person. Like the feet is like the arms of your leg, the hands of your legs. Like it's just phalanges. It's just part of your body, man. I've never seen feet as gross. To be fair, I've always had very nice feet, but until recently when they got real flat. But like feet,
Until they morphed into hooves or whatever. I don't know what's been happening with them because something changed.
right?
And I swear you used to like walk more on your toes. Like you used to kind of like
I had the bounce.
a little bit, or just like you walked with like a stature of some sort. Now you're kind of just flopping around.
I kind of drag my feet. I kind of have a secretary walk a little bit.
So honestly, it's all about exposure therapy. So take those bad boys off, show her a little bit.
All right.
Just so she's like, yeah, so there you go.
Well,
look,
I
it's
have
not
a
that
wiki.
scary.
I have a wiki feet. So
Maybe
you know.
browse through wiki feed a little bit. That's good advice. Exposure therapy.
Is it the smell you think? The sight?
It's never the smell. The smell of feet is
No. Mine will bark like after a long, hard day.
it's the socks usually. The feet aren't the worst. Feet
Well,
is just like any other body, you know?
But like, why do the socks stink?
Because of like dirt and grime in your shoe. I swear it's the socks.
No, it's not shoe. It's the foot stinking up the sock. But you would never know if your foot stunk because how you gonna put your nose to your foot?
No, you're right. We have like pores on our like at the bottom of our feet that just leak.
Yeah,
water.
sweat.
Yeah.
Because you gotta like you're hydrating your shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So my advice to you is, first of all, who the hell is this boy? 7 years. I don't know what's going on. Disneyland feet. Oh, it's all stressing me out. 18-year-old feet. I don't want to think about it. Little freshly 18-year-old feet. Like, come on. What?
So let's just move on from that then.
Wish you the best though. And exposure therapy. I think you summed it up pretty
wiki
well.
feet. Hi, Hamzah and Martin. My name is Sophia, and I'm 20. You're 20? How do you guys process a pet death? I've had my dog for 14 years, and I just found out she has cancer, and we might not have a long time with her. I can bear the thought of losing her. Oh, I can't. This is probably a typo. I can't bear the thought of losing her. Whoa, many typos here. Losing her. She is my best friend, and I don't want to ever think of a life without her. I don't know what to do. Just please help.
They're grieving still, obviously.
They're preemptively grieving.
Well, look, I've never
hasn't
had a
died yet.
dog. What?
She hasn't died, just has cancer.
Oh, yeah, you could start grieving. Honestly, cancer might help the grieving process because it's longer and less. You know, if you instead of they just got hit by a car one day.
That's sudden. Yeah.
That's how I look at humans too. Like, there's people who are very afraid of the cancers of the world, like the hospice of the year on life support or whatever. And that's not me. I'd rather have that than get hit by a car.
Yeah, I mean, she might be different. She might. I think it's all just scary for her. So.
I don't mean to discredit.
That's a good way of thinking of it. That's how you think of it. For me, I mean, I don't know. Look, a pet is a pet. It's loved by many. It's gonna happen though. Like that's something before you get a dog, you have to like lock in the first like year at least. You're like, this thing can die, and then I have to make sure that I understand that, because when my family dog died, oh dude, we were all in shambles. I've never seen my dad cry, and he shed a tear. Yeah.
Wow.
And he always said he hated the dog too. Always that. They always say they hate the dog and then they love it. But it was hard. It's probably the hardest thing a person can ever go through, honestly. Honestly, pet deaths are almost worse than humans.
Well, I had one. But
What type?
my cat.
Oh.
How'd you
Peter.
forget Peter? Dude, I think I have like a stigma, bro. Like, what is it called? Stigmatism to your eye. When I'm turning to you, it gets all
Kind of gets like blurry.
It gets blurry, man.
Oh my God, maybe you're next, dude. I'm gonna start my grieving process.
You just got to talk about him a lot. That's what helped me actually get over Peter. I just like to talk about him a bunch.
Well, I was like, he's still alive. I'm like, we still have like plushies.
He's still my wallpaper, bro.
We
like,
still have plushies of him like just everywhere, and like we're all like, he just still feels alive. You just don't get to see him. It's almost like he's on vacation. Like,
yeah,
like he'll come back one day.
It's like man, but
it is sad when you really think about it.
Yeah,
but let's not go there. There's no point.
Well, they're going there, or what do you mean?
No, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't want to talk. When you talk about him too much, then you kind of remember, oh, he's gone.
Oh, man, I'm good.
You have to kind of just like, look, when it dies, it dies. You take a week to really bawl your eyes out, but it starts to make sense after. You're like, yeah, that thing would be terrifying if it lived to like 20. I got Rudy till 20. I'm scared.
I'm scared.
The last 5 years of Rudy's life are going to be terrifying. You ever seen a Chihuahua that lives till like 25, 30?
No, you just give me the word, and I'll just like kick him in the ribs, like when you're not looking, and that way you'll just be like, like natural causes.
Dang it. I'll go to Mandy. I'm like, damn it.
She's like, the vet is saying it was like homicide. The detective's saying homicide. This is not good jokes to do for this person. It's probably not funny.
Dark humor. You can't say anything about it.
Man, okay. Well, wish you the best, and maybe talk to your other people who grew up with this animal.
Hi, Hamzah and Martin. I need advice. Well, this is exactly where you get it. Hamzah, I know you always say that you grew up being 5'2" in the 10th grade, and while I may not be as short as you were, I'm 5'6" in 11th grade. I don't know exactly how tall you guys are now, but it seems like you have filled out your body. Good observation.
That's a nice way to say it.
I work out pretty consistently, but it's not just cutting it for me. I feel like my height's messing up with my confidence and my social skills. How can I overcome this issue, and how do I get pull like you guys do, especially Hamzah in brackets? I don't know. Okay. P.S. I love the pod and the IRL vlogs. Please do an amusement park or a museum vlog. That would be funny.
That was a good idea.
So how do you do this? How do you with your height and stuff like that? Do you care about that stuff? I'll interview since I'm the tall one and you're kind of the short one. I'm interviewing you.
You're quite literally half an inch taller, but that's okay. I mean, yeah, you are. That makes you taller one. Well, how I dealt with it, it's one of those things where it's like it truly envelops every corner of your brain whenever it's that, there's so many parts of your life that's what it's going to be, whether it's your freaking virginity, whether it's how tall you are, whether it's balding, that's one that's going to come up for you for a couple of decades. It's always this like immovable thing, unchangeable thing, and it's a forever battle. I'm not going to say some sentence that's going to instill that confidence in you, but what helps me a lot is like you're in the only timeline that exists for your life. This is the only possibility. If you're 5'6", that's it. So
yeah,
let's go. Like let's work with it.
Also, there's tall guys that straight up do not get laid.
They don't. They really.
It's like I think men in general have.
No, the short guys. The short guys are in, bro.
Dude, I had a freaking.
They're very in.
I had a shorter friend, much shorter, 5'5", 5'6". Dude was pulling like no other, and it's just because he was just like kind of bouncing off the walls. He was a little bit more like nimble and just like.
Girls, especially the really pretty girls, they actually like a shorter guy because it's just like. It might be one of those things where it's like they're shooting below the belt, so they feel more safe. They're not going to get crossed, but either way, you're going to get there.
Just promise me one thing: don't get into the freaking height extension things, like the shoes or whatever. You don't need that.
No, I thought you were talking about the shins.
Some people do that, and that's that, but on another level, you don't need that. It is so much cooler and so much more baller to just like own how you look. Like that's just the core of everything. Like you walk around like you're like, yo, I'm me, and that's it. Like that's what it is. Because
that's not just gonna be. That's gonna bleed into everything in your life. Yeah. You're gonna be a confident, awesome person. So start the inner work now. Don't compare. Work with what you got, and it's like it's a lifelong thing.
So what, you're going to worry about it for like your whole
life?
It's insane.
Yes, that's a very good way to put it. What, are you going to do this for the rest of your life. Like,
So take a couple days, maybe cry about it a little bit, but
yeah, grieve.
start the grieving process.
You're still in 11th grade. Do you think you can grow more after, say, 11th?
There is a little bit of a bump, but honestly, do you ever see adults just walking around? Like, there are full grown men, like 40 years old, who are super short. Like
my dad's 5'5".
Yeah, like they. Yeah, it's not like you're missing out on it. Like,
No,
you're just gonna be that part of that
experience.
group. Like, there's tall people, there's short people, there's medium sized people. Like, that's who you are.
It's but there's still time to grow. I went to try some shoes on at the shoe store today, and it was I'm a size 12 now. Like, I was a 10 and a half a year ago. You can grow.
But you know what's better than growing physically? Growing mentally.
What a way to end the episode, Martin. Thank you very much for that. And thank you guys for listening. And thank you for being patient with the late episode. We even mentioned it's a late episode. But on the note, we'll see you next week on Sunday or Thursday. Bye.